stuff. Feel a demon nearby. Get in my way and I'll crush you.
I'm coming. You offer a good offering.
Well, well, well. Hello, hello. Alrighty. Hold on, let me get this all right. Ah! Okay. We all good. No, don't move that. Move this. And make me smaller. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Okay, that works. So hold on, let me check the chat. How is everyone doing? Probably haven't. The stream hasn't caught up yet. I don't think. tut, 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 tut. Because I'm live here. Wow, my YouTube Streamlabs is like super behind. Like, wow, is it behind? Can I? It says it's live. Oh, wait, hold on. Live. There we go. Okay. Now it's not super behind anymore. Oh, sorry. Let me say hi to everybody. I forgot to. Yes, Master Splinter. Dude, everybody calls me Master. Well, actually, you just call me Master Splinter. But like everybody thinks it's a callback to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it's not. Like that's not where I got my name from. But people just assume that because they see my name and they go, "Oh, Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles." And I'm like, no. Anyway, thank you for the happy birthday, Thane. She's very precious. Go and check out her channel. Was depressed at the start of the day, but now I'm feeling way better. Good. That's good to hear. I'm just gonna chill today, honestly. I'm just gonna chill and talk to you guys. That's the plan anyway. Oh god. I'm just... Not everybody has to be here, but... It is my day of birth. Well, not today, but it was a few days ago. But none of the birthday streams that I do are actually on my birthday. Okay. I'm very sorry to disappoint y'all. And my suffering. God. There's so many upgrades you have to get with Dante. It's kind of insane. It's funny because like even though he doesn't get the main focus, he has more stuff than he does in 3, which is a bit crazy. Yeah, speaking of which, I've been replaying a lot of games. Well, not replaying, but I recently played Watch Dogs 2. That was way better than I expected it to be. Watch Dogs 2 was... I don't know how to put it. It had far more okay, for context, I didn't like the first game, like, at all. I thought Watch Dogs 1 was pretty bad, boring, and honestly, I don't remember much of the experience. Like, I remember certain parts of it, but I don't remember the whole game. But Watch Dogs 2 has so much personality and, like, style to it that I honestly fell in love with the game. It's on Game Pass right now with you guys. Yo, Splinter the homie. Dr. Magic. How we doing? But yeah, I'm just chilling. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I don't really care. I'm here to chill. Enjoy my birthday monster energy. But you know. But yeah, I liked Watch Dogs more than I thought I would, or Watch Dogs 2, for that matter. Do you know the Prince of Persia series? I have heard of it. I know that Ubisoft is doing a reboot, right? No, not a reboot, but a remake, right? Or did that already come out? Because I don't know much about it, but I've heard a lot of good things. A lot of people have high praise for that series. But Ubisoft is going through it right now. Oof. They had 3 live service games, and all of them failed. The remake isn't out yet, but it looks bad. Oh yeah, that's right, because the trailer came out, and a lot of people pointed to the fact that it doesn't actually look better. Yeah, but talk about Ubisoft right now. Oh my god, poor Ubi. Like, I know we used to all make fun of them back in the day, back in like 2017, 2018, you know. We would all make fun of them. We'd go like, haha, Ubisoft, they're trying to make games, but they're not good at it. But now it's not funny anymore. Now it's like sad. Because they've done multiple projects now, and pretty much all of them have failed. It's crazy. Because people are split on the Assassin's Creed series because the new trilogy of games were completely different. I heard that the leaks from the new game were not looking too good. And of course I mentioned the live service games, which went under super fast. And yeah, I mean, dude, the Division 2 really... The Division is really where they started to head into the tipping point. You should get 28 Prince of Persia game before the prop shut down. Yeah, I probably will. Here, hold on. How much is it worth? It shouldn't be that much, right? Let's look on Google. Prince of Persia video game series. Here we go. How much is it? It's probably not that much, right? I assume it's at a discounted price. No, this is about the remake. No, I don't want the remake. How much is Prince of Persia 2008? I probably will check it out, honestly. At least before the... Let's see what it says on Steam. How much is it? Uh-oh. It says recent reviews are mixed on Steam. I don't know why that is. Oh, it's only... Dude, it's only $10. What a steal. I'll probably play it. I'll probably check it out. Yeah, 2008 it's like $4 to $2. Yeah, I'm getting that game. That's the game next on my list, actually. Now that you've mentioned it, because I do want to try it out because I've heard a lot of good things. You know, I guess after Watch Dogs 2, I'm kind of in a high for good Ubisoft games, I guess. So, poor Ubisoft. Poor Ubisoft. Oh my god. They had to lie about their... Dude, I didn't even talk about Beyond Good and Evil. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Wait, was the first Beyond Good and Evil good? Because I haven't heard much about it. Is it good, Dr. Magic? Or is it like, nah? Da, da, da. Da, ba. Because I don't know much about Beyond Good and Evil's good? Yeah, I'll check it out. The thing that I like about that series, even though I don't know much about it, is because it's named the same thing that Nietzsche's book is based off of. Like, Beyond Good and Evil is the book that Nietzsche wrote in the 1800s. And it's just funny to see it have a current... What do you think about the project Telltale Games currently working on? I heard about that. By the way, Thane, I promise you, probably once I play Prince of Persia. But after I finish with that, I have Season 4 downloaded. And then, once I finish the game, and maybe go through it on a second playthrough, we'll talk about it. I guarantee it, okay? We'll do that. 100%. Alright? I promise myself that. So. But yeah, the current Telltale games, I know that they have one with The Wolf Among Us. Sounds great? Yeah, nice. Exactly. But I know that they have one with The Wolf Among Us, and I know it got delayed, but honestly, it's probably good if they get delayed somewhat. I know that Telltale has I'm getting mixed up here. I know that they have The Wolf Among Us did great. Yeah. I remember watching. I didn't play the game technically myself, but I watched it online. And I thought it was really good. I really just like the art style because Telltale's art style is like hit or miss. You can either have some of the like Telltale Batman. Telltale Batman looks ugly. It's supposed to look like stylish, but it kind of looks... I mean, I'll take it over normal photorealistic graphics, but, you know, it still doesn't look particularly that good. But, yeah, Wolf Among Us looks great. It looks so good. There's another new Telltale game coming out, but it looks really bad. Yeah, that's the one that I was going to mention. The space one, right? Or the one where they go to space. It's something about space. I don't know. It's just some space game. That's all I know about it. It's just like it takes place in space. Let's see. Let's see. The space. Yeah, exactly. Just space. Hold on. Let me look this up. Let me look this up. Telltale Games Space. What is it called? Oh, The Expanse. That's what it's called. Alright, hold on. Let's look at this. We're going this over on stream. Come on. We'll do it. Alright, don't test me. We can do this 100%. Alright. We gotta turn the music off for this. Let's see how good it is, okay? Because I haven't checked this out. I don't think so. Okay, good. Just checking everything. Alright.
We have a new target.
What is it this time? El Dorado? The Fountain of Youth? Let me guess. The Falcon Horde of Venus?
The UNN Urshanarbi.
What?
Cap believes there's something valuable on board.
Why do
Special.
they speak weird?
Do we want to invite that kind of attention?
Oh, well, it kind of looks like a bad Pixar movie.
In and out.
But
No games.
I mean, I would take it
I'm
over
on
the
any kind of
photorealistic.
setback, and I'll be here to patch anyone up, should it come to that.
Oh boy, you're gonna have to do those mini games. Wait, hold on. Aren't you excited? You're gonna have to do these terrible mini games where you like, oh yeah, move up the screen, move down the screen. It's great stuff, I swear, guys. You know. But the black guy's chin lets off. It does kind of. It looks a bit elongated.
Commanders, this is Private Ensign Takabi. The pirates have asked me to report the following. All crew members have been killed or captured. The pirates do not wish to kill anyone else. If you open the gate now and allow them to complete their search, no more lives will be lost. If you do not comply... Oh God, no. Please don't.
Why are there all their heads? Why are all their heads gone?
Release the vault and patch him now, or he could die.
Belay that. That vault has O2.
This was Dead Space 2 remake.
Where are you going to go?
See, space horror. Dead Space.
Here. With anyone but you.
Oh, that was funny.
Things, Beltalowda. But you are not.
That punch was so weak. Ryan will remember that. Oh boy.
What are you doing?
I mean, to give it credit where credit's due, it looks like it has more gameplay, you know, more meat. More meat to it, which is good. But let's see.
Anyone but you.
Let's see. Although it looks like
Anyone but
I don't. It seems to focus on the story, but I don't know if I'll like any of these characters. Just like bossing everyone around. Only this time, don't keep you on the leash. Yeah. Okay. Wow. But I can't judge them. Yeah, we can't judge them yet. As much as I want to trash a little bit because it does look kind of bad. We don't know until we get the game. It could end up being really good for all we know. But let's see. Telltale Games, so much. I'm so hyped for this. A lot of people are hyped for this, and it's understandable. Telltale's coming back in full swing. Because remember when Telltale was just dominated over the market? Because they had, like, episodes coming out every month. And, like, they had, like, 10 projects going all at once. That was the crazy days. But, you know. I'm a little concerned about how this will be a prequel. Wait, this is a... This will be a prequel. Oh. Hold on. Quantity over quality. I mean, you may be right. Because there is more stuff to do, at least. But, I don't know. It just comes down to the story. That's the problem with Telltale games, is that they hinge so hard on their story. If they don't focus a lot on the story, or like these kind of options kind of suck, but I don't know, you take control over some woman and they fight. I don't know. The thing about this trailer is that it doesn't really sell me that much, except that we're in space, you know. That's kind of cool, a Telltale game in space. We haven't seen that since, like, Guardians of the Galaxy, but, like, whatever. Telltale is kind of overrated, in my opinion. The Walking Dead series is their best game. Yeah, Season 1 was... Even though we went over how Season... I remember going over it, me and you, and finding certain issues, but Season 1 was kind of their best game. I mean, we can't say that about the Batman Telltale games, that's for sure. Oh my god, wow. Oh man. Remember when Batman just laid down on the concrete while Joker got away and exploded and ended up killing multiple civilians all because Batman wouldn't get up? Nice. Anyway, The Wolf Among Us and the Tales of the Borderlands are fun. Yeah, I like Tales of the Borderlands. That's the one that I connected with the most. Mostly because that one has the most personality and it's like self-aware. The problem with other Telltale games is that they're not really that self-aware. They really like to be taken seriously. But Tales of the Borderlands is just like, we don't know what we're doing. Like, even Jack, when the little pop-up reminders, like, he will remember that, and he just points to it as he goes, what's that? Like, that's cute. That's an interesting twist on the formula. Also, hi, Eddie. Jumps off the playground. Hello there. Hello there, indeed. But yeah, we were just talking about the new Telltale game. I mean, what? Okay, so just so I'm clear, yeah. Batman Telltale's kind of... That was awful. Choice where Joker can become... Oh, no, I did like that. The fact that, you know, Joker can become a vigilante, but at the end, they still ended up kind of being the... Okay. I'm gonna make a crazy out there point. The reason why I think games like Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Racism... The reason why I think that they're better than Telltale games is because of sheer choices. The problem with Telltale games is that it wants to keep you on this line, right? If you stir outside that line, it always jerks you back on track. Like, there are options, but in the end, let's face it, you're all going to get the same ending, right? There are a limited amount of choices that they can make because they need to make a sequel. In order to make a sequel, they need to keep certain things from the base game. So... Versus in Detroit Become Racism, that's what I call it, sorry, and Heavy Rain, the ending of that game is your ending. How you end the game is different, right? Yeah, you ain't lying. Exactly. Enemy Within was fun, but more like, I like it more by Season 1. Is it just nothing? Yeah. Evil Within is, I mean, not evil. God, I'm mixing up everything today. Enemy Within, like, it has certain good things. It has more choices, but, wow. I went over the stuff with Kurtboy. I tried to defend that game at first, because when I first played it, I thought it was pretty good. But Kurtboy came in with like a shit ton of notes, and then we went over it together, and I was like, oh no, this stuff is not good. The action scenes are just broken in that game. It is insane how broken they are. Season 1 isn't much better, but, you know. Season 1 lacked style, it lacked characters, lacked all kind of stuff. I remember Kurtboy brought up all the Batman. Yeah, that was crazy. Like, the thing is that I really honestly did try to defend the game at first. I really tried to. I tried to make all sorts of excuses from it. But the one that broke me was that why, like, Kurtboy then mentions, why can't he have them taser his head, right? And I was like, oh, okay. But Batman couldn't do that because if you taser somebody in the head, they'll die. And then Kurtboy's, oh, you mean like this? And he showed me a clip of Batman tasering somebody's head in Evil Within, or The Enemy Within, right? And I was like, oh no, this is where it all falls apart, doesn't it? And I realized that, yeah, there is no defending that game. Oh yes, the game that gave you options like, joke's on you, your choices meant nothing. Gotta be one of the most hated genders or whatever the meme says, yeah. The choices in that game. Tales of the Borderlands has so much compelling story, but the sequel just throws all the character stuff from the first one away. Oh yeah, that's right. The new I forgot about that. I forgot that game existed. That game got announced and simultaneously forgotten all at the same time. I saw some video essays about it and it was like not good. But that's no shock, honestly. Cause I don't know. What was that game called? The new hold on. What is that game called? I know it's called Tales of the Borderlands, but what is it called? Tales of the Borderlands Season 2? Tales Tales of Borderlands Season 2. This is the one where they just did jokes nonstop, right? Yeah, so bad it's frustrating. That's the one that I watched. It's like got like disabled people in it and all kinds of stuff. They really did for real get forgotten. Yeah, I know, right? My problem with Telltale Games is that they're just regurgitating The Walking Dead Season 1 formula and storytelling mostly mid. Yeah, exactly. That's something that I noticed in when I played Batman, the Batman Telltale Games for the first time. And I realized, wait a second, so Episode 4 is basically the episode where the ending changes. And then the start of Episode 5 is different. And then you just go back to the main path. They really like reusing the same formula. New Tales. Okay, New Tales. That's what it's called. I heard the game day one next to it stopped being talked about. Yeah. New Tales only cares about Marvel quips. Oh, yes. The good old Marvel quips. I have not seen any more damage done to a piece of media than the MCU. I don't... Every time that somebody like makes really bad jokes at the expense of the game without any clear like interest in story, and they're just making clips just to make you laugh, then everything gets pointed to the MCU, you know, which is kind of like it's kind of sad that the MCU gets blamed for, you know, a style, but oh well. Hold on. Yeah, I remember watching this and going like, wow, this sucks. But yeah, this is the video that I was talking about. It's really good. I think I watched it a long time ago. When did this come out? 4 months ago. Yeah, I think I watched it 4 months ago. Oh man, they did my boy here so dirty. Oh man, Reyes. The thing that I remember about this video is that they turned Reyes into the typical corporate businessman. Like the whole thing against his character, you know? Someone defended New Tales by saying it's more like the main series with Rick and Morty level humor. I don't think you want to compare Rick and Morty and say that's a good thing. Yes, clearly. Clearly, guys, you don't understand the complexity here. It's actually like Rick and Morty. It's what makes the game good. It's like, I don't know that I'd use that as a defense. Rip Reyes, they waste. I know. I remember seeing him in the Borderlands 3, right, and being hyped over a new game, right, or a new game with Reyes in it. But lol, the teeth are. I know. What an amazing emotional moment at the peak of the movie. Put a lame joke there. Smiley face. Someone in the MCU, probably. They like to undercut. Like, you can still have... The problem is that you can still have chemistry. Like, good, honest chemistry with characters that banter back and forth. That's a good thing. Like, that's great. You can build something off of that. But if you slowly just depend on the idea of jokes every 3 seconds... then you undercut pretty much everything that you do, right? So it's okay. Chemistry is okay. Like the Avengers 1, it makes sense why there's MCU humor in it. In fact, that's the movie we can all blame for the MCU humor, because before that, MCU humor was very different. But I thought Borderlands 3 already made Reyes a corporate leader. Sort of. What I mean by that is like they turn him into the asshole who's only consumed by money. That's what I remember, at least, from this video, is that they turned him into the money guy, which was kind of the opposite of his arc in Season 1, but whatever. Like, a corporate leader makes sense, but I mean, like, obsessed with money. Problem is they keep Yeah, it's the overuse problem. They keep on overuse. They ruin Reyes. I know, man, they did. They did him so dirty. There's also an unannounced Telltale game that some people think could be another Walking Dead, and I really hope it's not the case. How many Walking Dead games do they need? They keep milking that for all of it's worth. Like, I think the reason why Wolf Among Us has so many high expectations is because they didn't make a sequel to it until now. New Tales just cares about being woke. I mean, I don't think that's the issue. Telltale Games were already going down the drain before the whole woke thing even started. It's a reuse of a formula issue, not it being woke. But I mean, I guess you can factor that into the equation if you see it that way. Just let it end. That's my problem, is that I don't think that they're gonna let Walking Dead ever end at this rate, because it's their main cash flow, I guess. Most people talk about it, you know. But yeah, real fun. Real fun. New Tales is by Gearbox, but even then, woke isn't bad. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot that this was all under Gearbox rather than Telltale. But even then, you know, you're right. Woke isn't bad. I don't think that, man. Woke just gets slapped onto everything that we do. Woke. Actually, funny enough, the term woke came from black communities back in the 80s or 90s, and it was supposed to point to the fact of them being basically like oppressed. It was supposed to be a word to let you know that there is something up and that there was like a form of racism. Now it's just turned into whatever the left is woke, right? Because people just broadly use that term. Anything left-leaning just turns into woke, right? It's not even a clear-cut definition. But yeah, The Walking Dead's comics ended. Yep. Is it The Walking Dead comics under Image Comics? Because the Image Comics actually finishes their comic books, unlike DC and Marvel, which has them going forever. But by the way, have you read anything about the Clementine books? No, I have not. I think so. What, Eddie? Oh no, I'm lost. I'm a lost boy. Under Skybox, but I think they started under Image. Okay. I just wanted to know. Oh, you were saying I think so, yeah. Dang, Splinter, you got that smart... God damn it, everywhere I go. So, I've gotten that compliment before, saying that I'm smart or intellectual. I don't know. I like learning about stuff. I guess. I don't know. I'm weird like that. Speaking of which, I've got multiple Intellectual Splitter videos lined up. I've got one about the FTC, I've got one about Julius Caesar, and I've got one about political disagreements within a family household. So, that one's more so being like tips and stuff. But, yeah. When you finish the final season, we should go over the Clementine books. It's probably one of the worst Walking Dead stories I've ever seen. Wow! Yikes! Wow, that must be bad. I can't wait for that conversation. That ought to be good. Oh boy. Not weird to want to learn. I know, but I get that. Thank you, True Warrior, for the happy birthday. Very nice. We're just chilling. You know, we're just talking about whatever comes to mind. Clementine book is goofy, yeah. I mean, it is rather strange. Bro, you know, that's what I hate about Dante's bar. If you have the whole bar filled up, you'll only get up to here. Versus with Virgil, if you have your bar all the way up here and move it to your second Sin DT, it'll move it up. Like it's, I don't get it, but whatever. If the book is that bad, that would be crazy. That would be hilarious. I can't wait. The worst Walking Dead stories that I've ever seen. Wait, quick question, Thane. Did the original... Are you good at combos? Mostly. But, wait, question... I'll come back to that in a second. Question for Thane. Like, did the same writers from the Walking Dead comic book ever work with the people on the Telltale game? Or are those like, do they even connect? Anyway, back to you, Dr. Magic. Are you good at combos? I mean, mostly. I do play a lot of the DMC games often. My most played DMC game would probably be DMC Devil May Cry. I've got more than like 200 hours in that game. For some reason, it just clicks with me. Like, I play a lot of DMC5, but it doesn't click with me as much as the reboot. It's not about it being better or worse. It's just about... Yeah, DMC3 made you... Yeah, DMC3... the three DMC games that I play the most is DMC Devil May Cry, DMC5, and DMC3. I really try to give DMC4 a chance, but... You know... I played a lot of DMC3. Like, I have maxed red orbs in that game. Same thing I can be said about the reboot. But I just recently got DMC5 SE, which is, I don't know, kind of a waste of an edition, honestly. They should have added more. I didn't play 4 yet. 4, oh boy. 4 is complicated. Because the thing is that the game is like half finished. Like, they didn't let them finish the game. But because of that, it's also its greatest strength because there's a lot of tech in that game. Like, there's a lot of advanced stuff you can do in that game, more so than any other Devil May Cry. And because of it, a lot of pro players really like that game. But on the other hand, it's just, it doesn't have enough to it. Like, DMC4 makes a lot of weird decisions when it comes to its general design. Oh, right, here we go. Robert Kirkman was involved with the behind-the-scenes stuff in Season 1, but not directly, and he was in some of the interviews for the games. Okay. Okay, so he was, like, kind of in this. Okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to know, because I was curious. What is Dante? What's Dante shooting at? Man, you can just spam Kalina Ann in this game. I think y'all are tired of the DMC gameplay, so I'll switch it up. I have some... let me see. Switch it up with some Watch Dogs stuff. Some Watch Dogs 2 stuff. I spammed Spiral to defeat Virgil in DMC3. Oh man. Yeah. You can do some whack stuff. I know that people want a remake of DMC1, but the game with the most potential is DMC3. DMC3 has the most combo potential. Like, if we were to go back to that game, there's still a lot we can do. All you need to add is, like, you know, the 4 styles. You just need to add the, you know, 4 or 5 styles you can switch on the fly. And then just add the weapons. And maybe you can add some more stuff to the game. Like, there's a ton of stuff you can do with the DMC remake. Now, they should remake DMC2, give it a redemption. Well, to be fair, if we're going to say we're getting a remake of DMC2, they should make a remake of the first 3 games in general. Because the first and second game have not aged well. I know a lot of people really like DMC1 because it's like their first DMC game or whatever. Or some people really like it for its challenge. But DMC1 is so limited in terms of the stuff you can do. I like its weapons, though. Even though most of them are the same. I really like Alistair. Guys. Why can't we bring back Alistair? I know that's weird, alright? But a sword with electricity? Based. 100%. Alistair was so cool. We can give it a whole different moveset. Why didn't that return in DMC5? I mean, I like Cerberus. But, like, why not Alistair? If I was the creators of DMC, I'd retcon DMC2 and remake it. That's probably the smart choice. Just to retool DMC2 all over again. Because it doesn't even matter anyway, honestly, because they've made DMC2 almost, like, not a part of the series anymore. They like temporarily, like even in the recap for DMC5, they were like, oh, DMC2 happened anyway, and then they like kept on moving. Still need to go through more of the DMC1. I'm getting mixed up again. I still need to go through more of the Walking Dead franchise, and the one close to being as bad as the book is The New Frontier, and I'm still unsure which is worse. Oh, New Frontier. Oof. Alistair based. Cerberus in 3. Yes, Cerberus was great in DMC3. Okay, I may be nitpicking. Oh, wait, hold on. Which do you prefer, Rebellion or Alistair? Okay. If I had a choice, I'd say Alistair. Alistair's just too cool. You can shoot lightning bullets. Can you do that with Rebellion? I think not, my friend. Alright? But, anyway. But yeah, Cerberus in 3 had so... I miss Windmill Man. I miss the move where you can just special attack and he would just attack. I miss that in DMC5. In DMC5, it's so hard to explain. I have a lot of issues with... Oh, I did this all in one go. Oh, I'm literally a god. Well, I didn't do it all in one go per se, but there we go. Anyway, Alistair is your spidey sense. Dude, Alistair is such a cool weapon. But in 5, King Cerberus, it has more moves, but I feel like they kind of mess around with the identity of the weapon. Because now it's 3 different weapons in one. Which I feel like they should have just split it into 3 of their own weapons. I don't know why they try and cram 3 all in one. Just import all the ideas from King Cerberus and then have the extended bow or... Yeah, the bow staff or the nunchuck part of it. Not the nunchuck, because, whatever. You get the long stick, the one where you can twirl. You know what I'm talking about, the one where lightning is used. I think they should have just separate. I don't know why DMC5 has this like fetish of like trying to jam as much into one weapon as possible. They need to breathe. Like weapons need to breathe. You know. What do you think about gaming today? That's a good question. Not good. I think about like current gaming just kind of is in a rut right now. It kind of sucks, to be honest. I do like things like Game Pass. Don't get me wrong. I love Game Pass, but other than that, I don't really play a lot of modern games unless it really, really interests me. You know, modern video games are stuck in this hole where they just are trying to chase trends, and that's of course gonna happen. Gaming it's not dying. No, it's $1 billion industry. It's not gonna die, but it's certainly going through the same things over and over again, mostly due to the fact that it's trying to chase trends. Because let's face it, gaming in terms of an art form is still ongoing, right? The microtransactions. That's the problem, is that every game needs to be like GTA 5. Like, it needs to have the most amount of currency. It needs to have the most amount of nearly everything. It has to squeeze as much money out of you as possible, which sucks. We used to make fun of Ubisoft doing it back in the day, but now every game does it. Gaming sucks, but it's not like... I don't think that we're in the worst age of gaming so far. We're at this point in time where we, due to the newer consoles, we have newer graphics. Because of the newer graphics, we have like games that can fit more on it. We get games that are bigger. But modern storytelling in terms of is really stupid. NFT funny, dude. Why did we get Square Enix? Why is Square Enix trying to make NFTs? Why? I thought we were over this craze. Like, why are we still pushing for this stuff? Do you guys think games cost too much money nowadays? Yes. I 100% agree with that. Okay, riddle me this, Batman. Or Dr. Magic, okay? How is it Forsaken, one of the worst storytelling games and bland gameplay mechanics I've seen in a video game, right, is paid for $70. But a game like Hi-Fi Rush, which is a game that far outseeds Forspoken, is only $30 and also on Game Pass day one. Excuse me. Like, it's insane to me. Like, the quality of games has been... That's why I like indie games, honestly. If you think that gaming is dying, just play an indie game, right? Hi-Fi got that... Oh, Hi-Fi Rush is so good. After I play more DMC5, I plan to go back to Hi-Fi Rush. The problem with Hi-Fi Rush is that there's not a lot to do. There's only 12 levels, and there's a rhythm tower, and there's the Spectra levels, which you can kind of go back to. But other than that, Hi-Fi Rush doesn't have the most replayability as much as other games, but it's still a great game. Don't get me wrong, it's still an absolutely great game. But it's just not as much. Indie is where it's at. Yes, 100%. That's why I like Game Pass so much. Because Game Pass gives you access to indie games. Like 90% of indie games, like all start, is helped by Game Pass. Like the 3 games that I love the most, which is Hellblade, Runner, and Nightcall. All games can be found. All of those games were found on Game Pass at some point. And I'd say those games fundamentally changed me. Even though I bought Hellblade at launch, but you know what I mean. As much as I like DMC2, they really should have made it non-canon. You have a new universe to give anyone to mess around with. Yeah, I mean DMC2. I don't know. It's in a weird space in terms of the series, because there are people genuinely that like certain elements of DMC2 and want it to be in the game, or want more elements of it to be in the game, which is fine, but the creators just don't know what to do with it. Okay, guys, the problem with DMC right now is that we have so many ideas, right? We can do the Sparta stuff, we can do DMC2, we can do the DMC 1 and 3 remake, we can do a DMC 6, we can do a DMC Devil May Cry 2, but you know why we won't be getting those things unless another 5 to 6 years? You want to know why? Because Insuno's the only one pushing for the series. Why is DMC2 hated? I'll tell you in a second. But Insuno's the only one who pushes for anything for the series. He's the only guy. We were supposed to hand it to Ninja Theory, which would take the reins off of him, but they didn't want to do it. And Capcom doesn't see DMC1 or the DMC series in general as much of a moneymaker, so they don't really care all that much. Right? Even though the next Final Fantasy game is getting influence from one of the creative directors from DMC5. That's how much of an impact it's had on gaming. And Capcom still doesn't care about the series. Anyway, so why is DMC2 hated? That's a very complicated question. Because DMC2 is also not finished. It was made in like a few months. The development wasn't even made. Insuno didn't even... like the base people that DMC1... didn't even know that the game was being made. They just not outsourced it, but it was like making it in terms of Capcom, but like there was no direction for the game. And because of that, DMC2 has a lot of bad mechanics. Like the game just generally isn't finished. The style system doesn't even make any sense. The gameplay is one note. The complexity is not that good. The story is horrendous. The only upside to that game is probably Lucia. And Dante in particular doesn't act like Dante. Like, he doesn't act even close to DMC 1 or DMC 3 Dante. He's actually more close to DMC 5 Dante, honestly. I bought the Master Chief Collection and it gave me a data error, and I thought I got scammed. Yeah, I've heard the Master Chief Collection was off. Anyway, Hi-Fi Rush has that hot Scottish woman, so that makes of only 12 levels. That's the thing, though. She's only in the last, 4 to 5 levels, so you don't get hot Scottish woman very long, okay? I don't know why everybody's simping over her, honestly. Everybody, literally, I came across a video on YouTube on Hi-Fi Rush saying all the cutscenes with what's her face? What's her name? Why did I forget her name? Corsica, right? All the cutscenes with Corsica in it, and all the comments were like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," and I was like, "Oh my god." Hold on, I'll respond to your comment in a second, Eddie. In my opinion, the reason why Insuno doesn't want to make a Sparta story is, and quite frankly, I don't think he ever even know what to do. If he did, that's what DMC4 would have been. Yeah, Insuno doesn't have a clear plan for the series. Like, in modern gaming, we need a plan for the stuff that we do, right? Because the problem with modern video games is like, okay, we made the first game. Now, like, do it again. And it's like, okay, but what do we have to work with? I don't know. Improve upon the mechanics. Make the story better somehow. Figure it out, right? There's no detail, right? Because Insuno doesn't know. I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light. Light. Man, that quote is beyond good. I don't know how even that quote came to be. Did the translator from the Japanese to the English version mess up that badly? And the DMC remakes would not be by Insuno because he isn't interested in remakes. I don't know why he isn't though. Like, if you remake DMC 1, 2, and 3, those games would sell off the pop, especially a remake of DMC 1. Like, if DMC 1, if DMC 5 sold over 6 million copies, then surely DMC 1 could sell copies as well. Like, I don't know. I don't know why he wouldn't be interested in making a remake. There's so much potential in there. Because let's face it, DMC 1 and DMC 2, DMC 3's aged pretty well, but these two games could be so much better if we just gave them the time of remakes, you know? But I don't know why he isn't interested. I don't know why Capcom isn't interested in that. Like, the Resident Evil series is right now based... Like, we have... Resident Evil 4 is coming out soon. The remake of the game that I think even came out on the 360, and they're remaking it, and they're going to make a ton of money. Why don't they see that and go, oh yeah, maybe we should do that with DMC? But no. This is so dumb. Every time I talk about DMC, I get mad. Because I see all the potential and then how they squandered it. Like, funny enough, here, let me show you guys a video. Let me see, what is it called? DMC 5 under the Mayo SSS mode. There's actually a really great video from... It's called Discussing Lock-On with Under the Mayo and Zazman podcast. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it shows that DMC5 had a lot of potential, but generally just didn't do much with it. And that's the sad story with the DMC series, is that there's a lot of potential, but as a consequence, people don't know what to do with it. So, fun. Anyway, but yeah, you guys can watch that on your own time. Uh-oh. I got added on Discord only to see that it was just from the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League stuff. Okay, I don't know if we should crown for DMC Devil May Cry 2 at this point. It's gonna sound weird coming from me, but, like, I don't know. DMC Devil May Cry was good. I actually like the story of DMC Devil May Cry. Yes! It's because it was a good story, and people have tricked others into thinking it's not, when it's far from the truth. Oh wait, I already played this one, didn't I? Wait, should I play this one? Alright, anyway. But yeah, I don't get it. Rip Ninja Theory. Now, Ninja Theory's doing extremely well right now. Ninja Theory's popping off. Like, right now, according to a new Xbox person that was affiliated, I don't know what their position was, but it says the closest ones so far of the Xbox exclusives are Hellblade and Starfield. Starfield we know is coming out, I think sometime this year. I didn't remember. I forgot if it's either this year or next year. But we know that we will get those games really soon. I'm so hyped for Hellblade 2. Because the first Hellblade was only made by 20 people. Now they're using the whole 200 staff that they have. But, by the way, don't say rip Ninja Theory about DMC Devil May Cry, because there's always a chance that Ronnie, Tucker, or Matt could go back to the series, or not go back to the series, but pick up fundamental ideas that DMC Devil May Cry had, and then transfer that over into like a spiritual successor to DMC Devil May Cry. There's always that possibility. I want to be the one to do that, but that's my plan. But in order for my plan to work, everything has to fall into place, but whatever. But, yeah. I don't want to say too much or I'll jinx it. But, yeah, Ninja Theory's in a good spot right now. I'm glad that they were bought by Xbox. It gives them so much creativity. And with games like Hi-Fi Rush and the rumored Scalebound coming to Xbox or being in development again, you know. Did Ninja Theory do Ultimate Alliance 3? No. Ultimate Alliance 3? No. Ninja Theory. Okay, here's Ninja Theory's games. They did Kung Fu Chaos. They did Heavenly Sword. They did Enslaved Odysseys of the West. They did DMC Devil May Cry. They did the DE edition as well. They did Hellblade. And they worked on Disney Infinity while they were... They also did Disney Infinity and the Darth Vader project. Because they were desperate for money and were trying to... Because they were trying to not be broke. Poor Ninja Theory. Anyway, did you hear about Peaky Combat? Yes. I don't know if I'll check it out, though. Because it seems like they're going to have character switching and all this other stuff. Which I think is good. But it may have some depth to its combat, but... I don't know. I don't like mobile games, typically, and... I don't even... Does it even have JCs? But I do like the appeal. My question is, why isn't there a project like this coming to consoles? Why is this just a mobile game? Like... I don't get it. Whatever. Drew Combos was saying some dramatic lines and the dev team found a dark soul with light was hilarious, so they kept it. Oh, really? Oh, that's where that comes from. That makes sense now. Why do you refuse to gain power? The power of my father Sparta. God damn it, I messed up the quote. Anyway, but yeah, DMC is in a weird state. I just want Alistair. Just give me Alistair. Give me Nevada, however you say it. Dude, that was a really cool weapon idea. That was such a cool weapon idea. Man, that weapon had so much potential, and the same could be said for Agni and Rudra. Nevada mid. Nevada is like hard to control at first, but once you understand how it works, you actually understand that there's a lot of complexity to it, especially when you use Swordmaster with the weapon, right? It has a lot of combos that, let's face it, aren't great. But the reason why it works is because if you were to give that weapon another shot, I think it would work perfectly. It's because it has to... The thing about DMC3 is that the weapons are all fighting for your attention. You can't equip all the weapons at once, so all the weapons are like kind of... are trying to like be, hey, choose me, right? And because Nevada is a tricky weapon to master, it's hard to... I don't know what I was saying. I completely fell apart. Anyway. There is also some early parts of DMC1 where Dante meets Sparta and refuses to go with him because he needs to save Trish? Really? Sparta actually got lines? He's real? He's not just a plot device? Really? That's crazy. I mean, a lot of people want a Son of Sparta game, or not a Son of Sparta, but a Sparta game. And I get why. But he was just a plot device. He was never interesting. I don't even know how you make that work. What would his playstyle even be? I think I'm getting to the end of the stream, guys. End of the stream. But, yeah, it's crazy. Hold on. I made a meme on Discord. I'll send it to you. Send it to me! Do it! Dang. No, it's okay, Dr. Magic. I'm not ending just now, but I probably will here in less than 30 minutes, probably. I want to see this meme. Send it, Eddie. Send it. Are you sending it in the server, or are you going to send it in the... Did you ever play Elden Ring? No, I have not played Elden Ring. I never really was into the Souls games. Because I... Funny story. I tried playing Bloodborne, but there was a glitch that I got where it wouldn't let me through the tutorial. So I was like, well, so much for that. And then I played Jedi Fallen Order, and I didn't really like it all that much. I know people love to praise that game, but I do not understand that game at all. I don't know why people like it. I thought the story was mid. I thought the gameplay was mid. Found it kind of frustrating and annoying. I didn't really like its combat mechanics all that much. I just felt like it was a Souls game for no reason to be a Souls game. You know? But whatever. Eddie drew it. Send it to me. Eddie, I'm waiting. Please. Oh, I see Eddie typing. All right. The gameplay was fire. The gameplay was fire in Jedi Fallen Order. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I really just did not click with me. Maybe because I was not meant to like the Souls games, but... Alright. Oh, it got added. Okay, here we go here. Alright, here, I see it now.
What? You mean to tell me that you're my real father? Oh, Daddy, I've been looking forward to seeing you. But what I need right now, not a daddy. Right now, what I need is to find and save Trish. So save the lame family reunion speeches for someone who cares and just let me go.
Peter.
And then it compares to... That's crazy. Yeah, it is kind of like The Amazing Spider-Man. But yeah, I see it. Alright. Is that the meme? Yeah, he compared it to... Here, I'll link it. I'll link it in channel. Hold on. Oh, Cheeb just joined. Oh, snap. I'll give it a link and a retweet after this. Yo, happy birthday, bro. Today's an amazing day. Celebrating the birth of really cool homie. Glad to see that you're still streaming and doing your thing. Thanks, Cheeb. By the way, I've been watching a lot of your streams recently because I've been on that DMC grind. So, love your gameplay of Virgil and Dante. Super good. I love the work that you do, Cheeb. We will talk again at some point, maybe. I don't know. Oh, by the way, guys, before I tell you, Manga Carmine said he was down to talk with me. Bro, exactly. Yeah, funny that you mentioned that, Dr. Magic. Manga Carmine was actually now pretty chill with us talking. So I think I might contact him this week or next week, and we're gonna do a little debate, a little debate, just a little debate, right? And I plan to go all of their stuff that he said in this video. The one that I plan to confront him about the most is the button mashing comment. Like he said in the gameplay section of his DMC Devil May Cry video, he literally says the game is button mashy, and he doesn't even choose to elaborate. So I would love to talk to him about that. Yeah, but yeah, my video was absolutely insane. I eventually plan to make a comeback to YouTube. There's some God, if I can do my YouTube career all over again, I would do so many things differently. I wouldn't have made that Batman Arkham Origins video. I would have just made a giant video on Batman Arkham Knight. I would have made a Splinter Cell Blacklist video. I would have made an Ultimate Defense of Splinter Cell Conviction video. I would have made a DMC3 Ultimate Analysis video. I would have made a DMC4 Ultimate Analysis video. I would have made a DMC5 Response/Analysis video. Why did I leave? Mostly because of life stuff. And I want to come back, and when I come back, I want to feel like I'm more ready for it. You know? I mean, I do YouTube as a side, but it's not sustainable for me. You know? I'm going to wait until I build a proper audience and then do it. You're very welcome, dude. I really appreciate it. And, dude, I'm so glad you checked out some of that stuff. Thank you so much. Still going to return to Reboot soon. No, that's okay. You know, you play 5, play Reboot. It doesn't matter to me. You know, I think that your gameplay is great no matter what, honestly. But, you know, would love to do another vid. Yep. It would be great. But yeah, I do plan to make a vid with me. Yeah, I know. I do want to make a video maybe that involves more people. Actually, funny little tidbit about my DMC Devil May Cry video. There's a lot of stuff that was left on the cutting room floor. And you're telling me, like, wait a second, you're telling me the guy that made a 7-hour video had more to put in it? And I was, yes. There was a lot more I was going to put in it. I was going to make a section about DMC5. I was going to make a section about DMC4. I was going to put an interview for each and every one of you guys in the community or in the server and made it a part of the video, but that didn't end up happening. There was a lot of stuff. Did you make that DMC? Yep. Yeah, he did. I think he did make that video related to DC, including the Flash. DC stuff is crazy right now. All because of James Gunn taking the helm. We'll have to see how James Gunn does with the new DC universe. But yeah. Look, Chief, you got a fan in my chat. Isn't that cool? Oh, that video. Yeah, Chief makes a lot of fire videos. Anyway, but yeah, I do really miss going back to Splinter, but it was doing some harmful stuff to me. In particular, it messed up my social life just in general. But yeah, thank you so much. I feel the same way about your content, and it's funny seeing it all unfold. Yep. I really. Thanks, Splinter. I didn't know that. Yeah, I know. It really messed up. The problem with me making projects is that I get obsessive over it, right? DMC Devil May Cry, that video, I can't tell you how much that's done to me. How many hours just wasting away. How many all-nighters that I pulled. I lost so much sleep in those months that I was making it. because I would just be working on it all the time. You know, that's one of the reasons why I stopped. And I'll come back to it, but I just need to learn to not let it destroy me. And I do want to when I come back, I want to make sure I can make a living off of it. You know, because I do want to do that in the future. But first, I gotta work out this book thing first. Once I get this book written, then I'll figure it out. Anyway, despite Man of Steel and BVS, his casting is really great. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy how the DC universe is gonna function, but I don't know. We'll have to have some trust in James Gunn. Which I trust him because I like his Peacemaker, I like Guardians of the Galaxy, and I like the Suicide Squad movie. So I have trust in him. I have faith that he understands characters. But also at the same time, I'm a bit worried. They went with The Authority. Like, nobody's ever heard of the Authority. And he went for one of the main... I think that's the first project, and it's going to be The Authority, which is crazy. Same here. Making, ending, and all that can drain a person. Yep. I trust James Gunn. Yeah, I trust him too, honestly. Yeah, dude, I just want to trust James Gunn, too, because he's the first dude in a while to actually have a roadmap, an actual game plan for DMC. Yep. By the way, Thane, thanks for dropping in, for saying hello, all that good stuff. You have a good rest of your day, ma'am. Plus, having everything connected to the animation. Yeah, okay, the thing about animation and games is that I'm very, very worried about that. Because I'm really torn on that. Because video games take far longer than movies and TV shows. Like, TV shows and movies can be made in, like, a year. Versus video games take far more time than that. And that's the scary part. So trying to line that all up and trying to time that is going to be... It's going to take a toll on other projects. And animation, just because you're a good actor on screen, that doesn't mean you transfer well into animation. There are a few J.K. Simmons in the world than we like to believe. If one casting sucks in the movie, then there's suck everywhere. Yeah, that's my problem. But that's what we all liked about DC, is that their games and their animation were separate. That's what led to the DCAU. That's what led to the original universe with the Batman the Animated Series and the Superman Animated Series. Like, because they're separate, it works. I got an ad on Discord. Let's see what it is. It's from... Why haven't they just announced that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has been delayed? I don't get it. I'm in their server and I talk a lot in there, but like, why haven't they announced anything? So weird. Anyway, back to what I was saying. But yeah. Games got to deal with story, graphics, gameplay, and all that. Yeah. And that's the issue. Like, if you can have the same people work on movies and TV shows because that makes sense. But you can't do that with video games. They're fundamentally different genres. Hold on, let me get some more gameplay here. Come on. 1780. Yeah, let's go with you. Yeah. I think this one's Legendary Dark Knight mode. Apparently Kill the Justice League could be. That's the thing with Jason Schreier. He started this whole thing, but we don't know if it's true or not. We'll get to that in a second, but totally agree. It did work out for them, but I think that now is a good time for the DC to shine, considering as a lot of people are starting to get burnt out of the Marvel stuff. I agree. This is DC's perfect opportunity right now. If they seize the beans of production, but if they seize this chance, I think they could do really well. All they need is just a couple good hits, and they would instantly be revered as better than DC. I mean MCU. But we'll see. Because a lot of people really hated Phase 4. I don't think I've come across like a single person that's like, oh yeah, Phase 4 was my jam. You know? Yep, DCAU was incredible. Love Batman, TAS, JL, Batman Beyond, etc. Yeah. Their animation studio were really pretty fire. I know there's certain episodes of the animated series that are kind of whacked, but, you know, I still thought, you know, overall, like, I don't know. I feel like they know what they're doing when it comes to animation. Lol. I think Spider-Man No Way Home was the best thing to come out of Phase 4. That's like the only good movie that came out of that phase. I liked Captain Marvel, but you know, No Way Home was just I don't get the magic in that universe. Magic in the MCU has to be the most broken thing possible. It makes no sense. No Way Home felt emotional. Yeah, it's because they were really bringing all the things that made the other Spider-Man movies great. Like, I know that we like to credit people, you know, that the MCU typically does, but I think that there was a lot of influence from other Spider-Man. I don't know where I was going with this. Can't wait to see the symbiote in Phase 5. Maybe. I mean, Tom Holland said he's down to do more movies, so. Yeah. But yeah. Nice. Spider-Man will always be my... Remember people tried campaigning for Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 in a similar vein to release the Snyder Cut. Yeah, I don't get why we can't just let that series of movies end. Like, that's okay. Spider-Man 3? You like Spider-Man 3? That's the best Spider-Man movie? The one where he finger guns people down the street? Dot, dot. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. Like that. Hold on. What was it? Dot, 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 dot. Something like that. I don't remember. I used to memorize that, but I don't remember it now. I'm just like, here, let's look it up. Let's look it up. I'm gonna do this right, okay? I want to do this right. So let me Spider-Man 3 dance. Hold on. We're gonna get this right. Here we go. Funky Soul Song is great. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta wait for this ad. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. He's got that. Wait, why did you cut away? I'm trying to watch the full scene in its entirety, and you keep mashing it up with other clips. Oh wait, maybe that's from the movie. Here it is, yeah. So we do that. And doesn't he do the slide? Yeah. Oh my god. Something like that. Oh my god. Here he is. He goes into the store, right? Right? And then comes out. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. What? Anyway. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with this bit. This bit isn't funny anymore. Alright. Alright, there we go. Anyway. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite. Yeah, a lot of people like Spider-Man 2. But honestly, I still believe Into the Spider-Verse is better. I think it's the best Spider-Man movie. Honestly. Dude, that movie was so revolutionary for animation that literally the entirety of Western animation changed because of that one movie. Like, literally, even the other day, I saw Bad Guys, right? Nailed it. Thank you. But the other day I was watching Bad Guys, and it was just a normal DreamWorks movie, and it had things that were directly influenced by Spider-Verse. Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse is the best. I can't wait for Across the Spider-Verse. I honestly can't wait for it. It's so... I can't... I want it. I doubt it'll let me down. It's got all kinds of characters in it. Oh no, Spider-Woman's now black, huh? Sorry. Anyway. But yeah. I mean, it's really good. I really like Miles. I hate the whole controversy behind Miles Morales. It's like, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. If I have to hear that one more time, I'm stealing your shins. right? I'm gonna surgically remove them in your sleep because like all of the Spider-Woman, yeah, Spider-Woman's black now. I think she was pregnant in black. Wait, was she? Hold on. now I think I might be getting confused. Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, across the Spider. Yeah, let me see. Let me see the pictures. Yeah, she's black now. That's what I was correct. But yeah, she was black. But now people are whining over it. Miles Morales is Miles Morales though? Yeah, but he's Spider-Man. Like I don't get this idea that Miles Morales is only Miles Morales and not Spider-Man. Well, does that mean Nightwing can only be Robin? Yeah, but it's like a mantle thing. I get what you're saying is like Peter is Spider-Man, but like it's a mantle, just like any other superhero. Right? A mantle can be carried from one person to another, right? Like here's the way I like to think of it, right? In Young Justice season 4, and season 3, I think, Aqualad becomes Aquaman, right? And now Arthur's still around. The original Aquaman, he's just being king, right? It doesn't mean that the Arthur isn't Aquaman anymore, like in the basic sense. He just passed the mantle down to one person to another, right? It's like classic Batman quote. It's not what's underneath, but what defines me. Exactly, yeah. That's the same thing for me, like Nightwing being Batman for a period of time, you know? It's a mantle that can be passed down, you know? That's the way I see it, at least. But yeah. Quick, someone clip Slender dancing and make it into a GIF. Eddie, I might do that and just put that on Twitter. see if people like it. But yeah, exactly. It's a mantle thing, you know. Now we can judge the validity of them being that mantle. That's totally fine. Like Jonathan Kent being Superman. Like, I don't think he's in particularly as good as a Superman as Clark Kent. But we can still say he's Superman, you know. But it doesn't make Clark Kent not Superman as well, you know. That's the way I see it. It's a mantle thing. But yeah. Dr. Magic says, "Oh boy." Oh boy, what? What, you scared of me dancing? I'll dance again, all right? Don't test me. Great points, dude. Also, speaking of DC, bro, are you worried about the Battle Pass controversy with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? Because I've heard they've been killing the hype for the game, including some of my friends. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Okay, so, Chief, if you're not in on the lore yet, when the Shadows trailer came out, the one that confirmed that Kevin Conroy's last performance as Batman, I was on the hype train. Like, for some reason, I liked it before, but I was super obsessed with it after that point. You know, so I started on my second channel. You wouldn't dare dance again. But I did a ton of videos about it on my second channel, and it got a lot of views too. Like one of the views I got like 3K views on just one video about talking about the leaks, right? And everything after the Shadows trailer went downhill, because then you had the people saying that it was going to be a live service, and you had people saying the leaked Battle Pass, and then you had people saying all kinds of other rumors as well. Like, it was just a bad time to be a Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League fan, and then we actually get to see it in action. There's gear scores everywhere. So my opinion of it is that the story may be good. I don't know if the story will be great, but we'll just have to see. But I think the gameplay will be good. Not the gear aspect, but I think the overall, like, mobility. I hate to say it, but there's not a lot of games like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League on the market. There's a ton of third-person shooters that have you stick behind cover. Like, the whole idea of them is, like, move into cover here, and there's not a lot of movement. But with Quantum Break, kind of, but with, what is it called? Sunset Overdrive in particular, that game uses a lot of influence of momentum and abilities that make that, you know, That gameplay special. I want to play as Captain Boomerang, go zippity zap all over the place, but But currently the game is in a bit of a like a tizzy right now. Because Jason Schreier reported, he's from Bloomberg, he reported that the game was going to be delayed. And one source even said it's going to be delayed into 2024. Like, what? Like, oh, wow. I don't know why they would do this other than because of the backlash that they got from the most recent trailers, but it's like, wow. But the thing is that they haven't announced anything. Like, I'm religiously a part of the server that they're in, the official one, and they still haven't said anything about it. They haven't confirmed or denied it. So we're just kind of left up in the air. It's like everybody's reporting it as fact now, which is crazy. But Laura can become a Wolverine, or how Barry and Wally are the Flash, exactly. You're right, especially the fact that it got delayed after a massive downvote. Yeah, but again, we don't even know if that's true. Jason Schreier could just be blowing smoke up our ass. I'm going to take 5 Phyllis, that's cool. I'm about to end the stream anyway. But, alright. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Maybe I'll do more streams. But, I'll work on other stuff in the meantime, but I just gotta finish this book, man! But, oh well. Like Splinter streams, or you lose power. It said that Rocksteady never did a Superman game or a World's Finest with George Newby and the Super Cowboy. Yeah, I mean, Rocksteady, apparently, according to an ex-Rocksteady staff member, they said that they never worked on a Superman game. It was never an idea. It never got greenlit. So maybe they have been working on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League really for that long. And if so, wow. And Hamill announced his retirement. Yeah, he announced his retirement of the Joker because of Kevin Conroy. It's really sad to see. Because Mark Hamill is the Joker. Like, the only one that beats him is Cameron from the Cameron from the Gotham TV show. He's the best live action Joker we've ever gotten. I will fight everybody on that. He definitely is the... Yeah, his laugh and his overall voice fit. Mark Hamill does such a good job with Joker. I love Joaquin. Yeah, Joaquin and Heath... The problem with their performances is that they're not the Joker, per se. Heath Ledger is like a darker, far more darker version of the Joker. That's like more of an idea. And Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is far too sympathetic. So yeah, I mean, their takes on Joker versus Cameron. Cameron's like Joker is just the Joker. He just acts like Joker. When he's Jeremiah Valeska, his Joker it's on point. That too, and he gets extra points for him being a ginger. All right, he gets extra points for me. Sorry, I'm scrolling through Twitter for a second. Imagine Batman trying to beat up on Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Yeah, I don't see that being likely. It's just strange, but we'll see how the Joker 2 does. They said it's going to be a musical with Miley Cyrus or whatever, which is going to be crazy, but we'll see. I'm just excited for the Batman too. I hope that Mr. Freeze is the bad guy. Alright, with that all being said, I think I'm going to end this stream here. I'm gonna end the stream. Lady Gaga is Harley, sorry. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. I had a fun time. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Dr. Magic. Thank you, everybody, for coming and stopping by. Means a lot to me. I'll try and see if I can work on being able to talk to Manka Carmine, or other stuff in general. But happy birthday! Oh, thanks, man. Can you believe it? I'm 20. My teen years are over. It's crazy. But yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for joining in, stopping, saying hello, saying goodbye, all that good stuff, and I'll leave it there, on a good note. So, thank you. Peace.